And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever Uber Production. And speaking of Uber Production, look at that. We have maxed out this iron mine. And this copper is also maxed, or coal is also maxed out. And our steel mill is so close to maxing out, I can almost taste it. And the taste is a little metallic. It's a little metallic. So yeah, the system is operating at such high efficiency now. Our steel demand here looks like it's over the production that we can actually feed it. So this should max itself out. If you go down to the tools area here, we got a nice large surplus of tools, and machines is also filling up. So unfortunately, once this fills up its internal stock, it will start to only produce what we demand. So you can see tool production already is looking like we have 5,500 production and only 5,800 demand. So we are close to the max production on that, largely aided by those planks, and amazingly, it has not softened its demand for plastic, which is really, really good. And speaking of plastic, we have so much plastic to move that I think these trains that are old, I could probably be replacing with the maybe 500 demand or 500 capacity. I mean, we're over 400 now, so I'm thinking that this replacement, let's pause it and do this, and then boxcar set to plastic, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. That's an even 500 plastic to move. Should we go with 12 just because? I think we're gonna do that just for fun. And then let's go to vehicles and let's see all the vehicles. This one is just now pulling out, but this one should replace with the Uber length version. This one won't be replaced because it's relatively it's relatively new. Which one is new? There it is. This one is relatively new, so it won't replace. This one replaced 600 that we can store now, and I think this line is long enough to where it will, well, it doesn't fill up completely, and that's the problem with these high frequency lines, is it doesn't actually run a full load because the next train is coming in. But we're now able to move way more plastic, which is good because this production also just upgraded. So this factory just upgraded, which should start demanding more oil and all of that stuff. So it looks like this isn't actually delivering any oil to me for some reason. I'm not sure why it's not doing that, but maybe in the next month it will reflect. So this is the newer train. It won't replace just yet. This is waiting for a free path. Oh yeah, that's the little error where it loads in over itself. I really hate that bug still exists. It shouldn't exist. They should have fixed that, and I'm hoping the next patch, which is due anytime, will actually repair that little bug. Yeah, this thing is not delivering oil anymore, and I don't know why. It's delivering plenty of fuel. So yeah, plastic is loading up pretty substantially here. We got all the trains in this little cluster. I really don't like that. But now that we have the higher capacity, maybe they'll sort themselves out. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air at this point whether or not they want to do that. And we got plastic in there with another 400 being delivered. So that should help machines. Now machine production is way up to try to get to that magic 6,600 number, and with the internal storage, because it's not quite full. Planks are doing good. Logs are doing good. With the new train line that I added, looks like these are going along pretty well. Plenty of planks being delivered. That's good. All right, so what next? So we got so much material in here, so much. Maxed out there still, maxed out there still. That's good. Oh, the squeaking brakes of the trains are so annoying. So I'm hoping that I see these launch at the same time. I wish they wouldn't. But as far as supply goes, we are doing really well. We have no internal storage right now. And look at that. We have massive amounts of production. Looks like production is approaching that magic 12.8 mark. It's a little shy about hitting it, but I'm sure with 13,000 demand, we would be able to hit that. Now, how to manage, not being able to produce that much, I'm not sure what we could do about that. I could slap a whole nother steel factory onto this and hopefully that it reaches. It might not reach down here though. That's the trouble spot. I might be able to sneak it in over here, because this would reach all the way over to here, but that would be a tricky thing to accomplish. I'm gonna leave it for now and hope that we can manage. It looks like all three of these lines are now synced up, and it just melts away all the iron that's stored in there. So yeah, all of these are now synced up. I'm gonna stop this one just to try to offset these a little bit, because I don't want these all lined up together. So give those a chance to fill up, because we got lots of iron. I mean, this thing is delivering iron so fast that I'm gonna start this one back up again, because we got the next round coming in. Those should load up. I mean, look at that, 640 iron already stored there. So that melts that away, and these are not slowing down anytime soon. Come on, leave. There we go. Give this a chance to load up with as much iron as it can carry, and then this one I'm going to stop. Same deal. I'm going to try to stagger these out a little bit. Try being the operative word here. Still not maxed out on steel. Let those load in. These are still maxed out. I've never had these maxed out before, so that's awesome. It's a first for me. That's delivering so much iron. So I'm going to let that run in. This one's already staggered. Because I stopped that one, the signals stopped it. So it will now load in here pretty fast with the acceleration I have. So I'm going to stop this one now, and the next one is just now unloading. So these will load themselves up. That one should exit and allow the new ones to come in. And we're not getting any more iron here for some reason. Why? Yeah, this line frequency, no. Line usage, no. That's not good. This must have stopped demanding iron. Yeah, 0. I'm not sure why it does that once in a while. The game, I have no idea why it does that. But it can be a little bit of an issue, especially when you're trying to keep production high and there's nothing coming in. So maybe now with the 1st of October, this now is demanding iron but not coal. So now iron is being loaded in and not coal. So once this thing empties out with coal, that's it. For the next month at least, there's no more coal coming in. Luckily, this thing had plenty of resources to work with. A lot of backlog. So I'm not sure why it does that. I wish I did, but something internally in the game told the system that, oh, I don't need any more coal right now. So don't deliver me any coal, where it's really weird because it has 0 internal stored steel. So it should be requesting that steel, and it's just not. So I'm not sure. Now the production is going down because it ran out of iron. So it's a conundrum. I'm hoping they fix that in the next patch, because it's a big issue. And it looks like our plank production, we got a little bit of internal buffer here, so that is good. We have 8,600 planks demand, so that is phenomenal. And goods, still goods are only delivering to the 2 lines, and boy, it's baffling. I have no idea why it does that. That would be a good thing to debug if I could debug the game. Why isn't it delivering? Why isn't it seeing that demand? Fuel is the same thing. It's only delivering to those 2 lines, and it's got so much potential for more. Looks like our oil is starting to flow again. So plastic is being made. That's good. I could double that lineup. I've already got the tracks run, but I'm not sure what our demand for... Yeah, see, our plastic demand is only 6,000. And I would think that this amount of oil, I mean, I'm delivering hundreds and hundreds of oil per delivery. I think I'd be able to keep that up. But, yeah, looks like tools and machines are going along great. Got lots and lots of internal storage here on both. So it should be delivering what it needs now. Looks like it caught up with itself. Has coal started to be demand again? Yeah, we're back up to both demand. Okay, so that's good. Our production dropped pretty dramatically in that time, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to keep that production high. These dropped a little bit, but it was cool that they actually maxed out on their production. Now we got to try to figure out how to solve the issue with fuel and construction material. So I could add a second train to the hub for both, but we're already sitting at 90% on construction material and 86% on fuel. So we're already able to deliver enough. We don't need a second train there. So I'm kind of baffled on what I can do for fuel to deliver fuel to more cities. Because we are, this line here going to east, this should also be delivering fuel, but it's not. I don't think it's ever delivered any fuel. I could try... Let's see, how many trains do I have on there? 1, 2... I have 4 trains on fuel. Is that right? Yep. So I have 4 trains on fuel, and it's just not delivering fuel. So I might have to manually deliver fuel to other places. Try to get that try to get that going. Where's a good city to deliver fuel? Eastish would be a great spot. 1,266 fuel demand there. Far East don't really have a whole lot of industrial coverage there, so that is less attractive to do that. But Eastish, do we even have any lines available? I don't think we do. We're using all the lines that we've got. The other thing I could do is just tie in to that line with a dedicated fuel train. Just tie those together and create a separate line for fuel going to east, because that's a healthy amount of demand. 1,266. That's a good amount. Have these maxed out yet? Oh, they're going up. A really healthy amount. That's just skyrocketing, that iron. Okay, so fuel. How do we want to do this? This is the east fuel line. Yes, it is. So if I wanted to, this is going to get a little crazy here, but if I wanted to bind this line up with this one up here. So if we want to bring these in like that, and that binds this line with this line. Now the return trip, that's a little tougher. The return trip will have to come from this side. So if I want, because that's going to go, it's going to go north. We need a south line to come from this. Like that. So we got one going up and the other one coming down, crossing that path. And the frequency of that line is really not concerned with too much crosstalk between those two. So where can we... I want to bind it. There we go, right in there. Perfect. That's what we want right there. So signal wise, this will always be able to come up, but coming back we want to make sure the right of way is set. So this one will come up and go right in through here, and I want to make sure these are covered. So this one I want to make sure we're covered in there. So if a train is on this line, I don't want this one to come in. Coming back, it should be able to just run through and not hit any bad parts. As far as multiple trains go, I mean 1200 fuel is pretty substantial. So we're going to need a way to deliver fuel, new line, from here. This is going to be a dark red. Actually, let's just make this a lighter red, so I can see it. And then we're going to come up right into Eastish here. And it's going to share that line. And it's already doubled up, so it should share that track right. You can see we got both of those now covering. So this is going to be Eastish fuel. And we're separated out there just nicely. So yeah, let's name it. Eastish fuel. Okay. As far as I'm gonna want a little bit of a stub here for a depot. There we go. Okay, so buy train. I'm gonna make it dark red just because I like the dark red color. And NSB, and then the HH tank with fuel. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're going to double that up. That's a lot of fuel. But this is a long line. A very long line. So we have now 2 lines using that. I could separate them out down here. I could add somehow a cross track in here, but that would be a little tough. So we're going to set this to Eastish fuel. And there's another train coming, so this is probably waiting. Why you wait? There's a dude just sitting there going, oh, I love this job. Awesome. All right, well, that'll do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.